Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing something that I have not done for months, like months and months and months and months. Today I'm going to be doing a haul video, so I'm so excited. Like, this is super exciting for me as, like I said, I haven't done one in so long. So yeah, I have 11 fragrances that I want to show you guys. They're all from different places. Some were sent to me, some were purchased. So I'm just including it all into one sort of thing. So yes, I think this video is going to be long, so I don't want to ramble too much. So yeah, I'm really excited, like I just said, for this video because I love watching like unboxing videos, like when people like get a new scent that they've wanted for so long. It's just really exciting to watch. So anyway, let's get into the video. I will list all of the fragrances down below. I think I'm going to start with my Christian Dior fragrances because I have quite a lot actually. I have 4 from the Maison Christian Dior line and then 1 from, like, it's a new release that they sent to me. And I was super excited because I recently just started getting sent a few fragrances from Dior, and I'm being fully like disclosing, I'm not being paid, I'm not being sponsored, but they do sometimes send me PR and free fragrances, which, guys, is really surreal to me, like super surreal. As you know, I have spent probably thousands at this point on Dior fragrances, I would say, and I've been using Christian Dior for such a long time. So when they reached out to me, the marketing team, and said, we want to send you some stuff, I was like, oh my god, like I died. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, let's start out with this one, which I believe is their newest release, and it is part of their Miss Dior collection. So this is Miss Dior Roses and Roses, and I believe that this just launched, like it just launched recently. So Roses and Roses from the Miss Dior line. Now I do have quite a few from this line. I have Blooming Bouquet, Miss Dior Eau de Toilette, the Miss Dior Le Parfum, and I think I have Absolutely Blooming. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Miss Dior Le Parfum and the new Roses and Roses is my favorite from the line. It does have some similarities to a Maison Christian Dior called La Colle Noire. So if you like La Colle Noire, you are going to love the Roses and Roses. Now for me, I'm going to spray it on me actually. Now this is a lot more, so it's kind of for me in between like the Miss Dior Le Parfum, which is super intense, and in between like the lighter Absolutely Blooming Bouquet, which for me, I love them, but they are too light for me. So yeah, like the Miss Dior Eau de Toilette, the Blooming Bouquet, they're scents for me that I don't personally want to wear when I go out the house because they're too light for me, they're too subtle. But this one, I promise you guys, you can even see it in the color of the liquid, is a lot more punchy to it. It has some pink pepper in here, which you definitely get a little bit of like a spiciness, like a peppery sort of thing. Not too much though. Some muskiness for sure, a nice beautiful airy rose scent as well. So like I said, if you really enjoy Le Colle Noire, which I actually have it like over there, I love Le Colle Noire. I love it so much. This definitely gives me a little bit of some similarities. So if you enjoy that scent, you're gonna love this one. I'm not just saying this because Dior sends me like PR sometimes, but this is definitely one worth checking out. If you like the Blooming Bouquet, but also if you like the little bit more intense scent, I would go for this one because it's right in between. So Roses and Roses. So the next one that I have here is one from the Maison Christian Dior line, which just launched in Australia, which is super exciting because we had like no access to the Maison Christian Dior line in Australia at all, period. Like, it was super hard to get them, like online. It was like almost impossible. Like, I think there was one airport that held the Maison Christian Dior line. But apart from that, we now have them in Sydney, Australia. And I was just in Sydney actually, and I got to see the counter and it was breathtaking, so beautiful. So yeah, this is Sakura. So Sakura, how does this one smell? Again, this is very light. They have a lot of lighter scents in their Maison Christian Dior collection. I would say the heaviest scents, the really intense ones, are Fève Délicieuse, maybe Fève Délicieuse. They have Oud Ispahan, which is more for like the Arabic market. They also have Purple Oud. I'm not the biggest fan of either. I don't mind the Oud Ispahan if you're wanting to know. But the other one, the Purple Oud, is not my biggest favorite at all. I love, and I want to get it, Belle de Jour. It is perfectly in between being a little more intense and punchy and also kind of keeping it light. But Sakura is definitely going to appeal to the more people that like really light feminine scents. Has some cherry blossom, I think. It has, let me spray it on me. I'm going to literally be covered in perfume. Yep, it's definitely got some cherry blossom. I believe there's some rose in there, a little bit of a powderiness to it. I'm almost picking up like a little bit of a yellow floral as well. Like I said, it is really light and really airy, really likable. Like a lot of the Maison Christian Dior line, you can't really smell the scents and go, that's disgusting. They're really light and likable fragrances, a lot of the line. So Sakura from Maison Christian Dior. Lucky. Now this one again, super light. Super just easy to wear, very Jo Malone-esque if I'm going to be honest. Very watery, a touch of a greenness in there. Some light florals, like there's no rose or anything like that. It's some kind of a light white floral in there. I believe it might be Lily of the Valley, I'm not too sure. But there's a wateriness to it and a little bit of a green touch as well. And it is really beautiful, I'm not going to lie, it is really beautiful scent, but I feel like this is really light, very likable. You just kind of throw it on in the summertime. It smells beautiful, it smells clean, it smells fresh. And yeah, I actually really love the color of this juice. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like kind of like a light green color, which is really cute. So Lucky from Maison Christian Dior. I need to stop saying that, you guys know it already. Okay, so next up we have Holy Peony. And this one is definitely out of the light ones, which I have, because the last one is a little more intense. Out of the light two, the Sakura and Lucky, I would probably say Holy Peony is my favorite because it has, what I love about it, yeah. Okay, yeah, this one is definitely my favorite out of the lighter ones because it has this kind of, I'm not even sure what fruit is in here, but it almost smells like this kind of, like a berry sort of thing, like a bit of like a lolly sort of vibe to it. Like a berry lolly mixed with some beautiful light refreshing peony, some little bit of florals, a touch of green. But what I'm saying is like the most prominent is definitely this kind of fruitiness to it and a bit of like a, yeah, like this kind of a lolly berry sort of smell, which I actually really like because it gives a little bit more of like a complexity to the scent, whereas the other two are super really easy to understand fragrances, really light, whereas this one definitely has a little bit of a punch to it. It's definitely a really good one. So I feel like if you like Le Col Noir, Belle de Jour, you'll love Holy Peony because it's definitely got that little fruity touch to it. So yeah. Okay, and then the last Maison Christian Dior that I have here is Spice Blend. So Spice Blend is actually their newest release and I really enjoy it. I actually smelled this one in Dubai for the first time and I thought it was really good and a lot more of a unique scent in the Maison Christian Dior collection. So there are definitely some unique scents in there. You guys already know I love Gris Dior, it's my signature. Ambre Nuit, Fève Délicieuse, Le Col Noir, Dior Amour, which is being discontinued. But Spice Blend I definitely think is more unique and definitely worth checking out. So how does this one smell? I really love this one actually. The opening has kind of a freshness to it because there is some bay leaf in there. It almost has as well, it's like I sprayed it in my armpit. It almost has like this kind of pepperiness that's coming through, but when it settles down, which I read something in like a booklet of Spice Blend, and it was saying for a lot of people this comes across either really fresh or really warm, but for me it comes across as both. So in the opening you get that beautiful burst of like the bay leaf, which is really prominent, but as it dries down it becomes super warm, some cinnamon, a little touch of sweetness. You still keep getting like this pepperiness to it, like a pink pepper. If you like Ambre Nuit from Maison Christian Dior, you have to, like I'm not joking, you have to check this one out. This is definitely one of my new favorites from the line. And definitely unisex, leaning a little more masculine. The other three are very feminine scents to me, but this one is unisex, leaning more masculine. So Spice Blend. Let's go for my designers that I got. So the first one is from Hermès, and this is Un Jardin Seul et Toi. So I actually am a huge fan of the Un Jardin line, like most people are, and Hermès is an incredible fragrance house. Like I don't own very many from Hermès, but I have a lot that I want to own from them. Hermès, it's Hermès, and I am a really big fan of actually the fashion from Hermès, like most people are, because I think it's just like the epitome, but also their fragrances, like Jean-Claude Elena is a master at coming up with unique perfume like masterpieces, I believe personally. So Un Jardin Sur le Toit, how does it smell? It's kind of got this grassy note to it, but it's a green sort of fragrance, but it's not green in like a herbaceous way. To me, it's really like fresh. You're walking through a garden with some fruit, some juicy apples, because there is an apple note in here, like red apple. And I'm gonna be honest, if you like Flora Botanica from Balenciaga, you're gonna love this. Like, you're going to love this scent. This is actually my favorite from the Un Jardin line. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, crisp, fresh, a little watery with some juicy apple in there, but it's not too sweet, still very refreshing. The only thing, and it's the same with the whole line, is that they don't last very long, but you take it with you, you respray, and you're golden. So Un Jardin Sur le Toit. Next up, I got a Guerlain, one of my favorites. And actually when I was in Sydney, I smelled the entire like exclusive line from Guerlain, the art materials collection, the I forgot what it's called, the Gourmand Coquine, I forgot what line it's from, but oh my god, like it's heaven, and I plan to get like all of them. But the fragrance that I have here is Shalimar Souffle Intense. And this one I've also really wanted for a long time. Every single fragrance in this haul I've wanted forever. So you guys know I've wanted all of these for a very long time. So Shalimar Souffle Intense, amazing fragrance. Oh, I recommend this to people that really like vanilla, but you still want a vanilla that's wearable, like kind of all year round. I wouldn't suggest to wear this one in like the high heat, but you could definitely get away with it in like a summer night. To me, it's just incredible. It starts off with some like kind of citrusy notes, so it still keeps that intact from the original Shalimar. And then it settles down into this beautiful, warm, cozy, but it still has a little bit of a citrus in there. A beautiful vanilla, I believe there's benzoin. It's very warm, a little powdery, like definitely powdery actually. And then it has some orange blossom in there as well. But it is just such a good fragrance, like really good. And I feel like if you hated the original Shalimar, still give this one a chance, because I still think that this is like, you will like this. If you like vanilla, like you will love it. But the original Shalimar obviously has that kind of burnt, kind of a rubber tire sort of smell to it, like an incensiness, but this one doesn't have it, so definitely check it out. It's a great vanilla scent. Next one that I have here is from Sisley, and this is Eau du Soir. Now, I think it actually stands for like water of the night. I could be totally wrong, or something to do with that, I'm not sure. But I have wanted this again for such a long time, because this one to me, this is gonna be like my new Coco from Chanel, because it won't replace it, but it'll be like my new version of Coco from Chanel, because this is very vintage, very beautiful, very elegant, and very formal. To me, this is for a sophisticated night out. You're going out to a red carpet event, a real like classic woman. This is what I'm going to wear. So Eau du Soir, how does it smell? I don't even know the notes in here, but to me, it's got a real bitterness to it, a real kind of aromatic green sort of vibe to it. There's a hair on my face and it's really annoying me. Green, aromatic sort of scent with some like kind of pepperiness to it as well. Definitely some patchouli, which I think the patchouli really makes a fragrance, it can either make or break a fragrance, and in this fragrance it really makes a scent along with that aromatic greenness to it. Like there's definitely a very full-on aromatic greenness and definitely some pepperiness too. So really a acquired scent for somebody who really can appreciate the classics, the vintage scents. I really can now. I never used to be able to, so don't feel bad if you can't, but when I was younger I didn't like them at all. But now I love wearing scents like this, but I have to wear them in the right situations. So for me, this is something that I would wear on a formal night out, like I said, red carpet event, not that I attend any of those, maybe in the future, but it's definitely something that I would wear for that situation. So Eau du Soir from Sisley. Okay, and then my next fragrance is from Prada, and this is Infusion d'Iris. Infusion d'Iris from Prada. I love this. Like, I really love this scent. This is definitely one that I never used to like, and it used to be kind of like one of those scents that I would be like, smells kind of old, smells really mature, smells like grandma. But now it's a sort of scent that I really love, like a lot. And for me, it's like a really like work sort of scent. Like, it has a lot of iris, some cedar, some benzoin, I believe, but it's just fantastic. Like, it really, really is. And it kind of reminds me of Athalia from Parfum de Marly. I was like, what? From Parfum de Marly, so Athalia, the iris heavy one. But this is just fantastic. I really recommend it in a work environment. Like, I think it smells incredible. If you like more of your mature, sophisticated, really classy fragrances, like you don't want to smell too like vulgar and obnoxious or too sweet. You want something professional, clean, and every single day of your life, like an everyday fragrance. This is stunning. So Prada Infusion de Iris. My next fragrance, I'm about to blow some of your minds right now. Like, I'm about to blow your head off by the fragrance that I'm about to show you, because I used to like despise it. I used to mention how much I despised it, but now I'm a part of the gang. Marc Jacobs Decadence. I don't know, like, how did I get here? I really don't know. I don't know how I ended up loving this scent so much, but I freaking love the scent so much. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's got some plum, it's got some vetiver, it's got some amber. It's really sweet and warm, a little fruity touch to it. It is just so good. The only thing that I have to say about this bottle is that it is disgusting. Like, I really hate this bottle. Like, this is my nightmare in a packaging. I don't know, like, it's just, the bottle is so terrible, but the scent itself, super sexy, like really like a attention grabbing scent. You definitely get the plum. You definitely get the amber, like those are the two most prominent notes, maybe a little touch of saffron. I don't get any vetiver in here at all whatsoever, but the plum, the amber, the saffron, they just all play so well together. It is just so sexy, so incredible, and like, I'm really in love with this scent, and I never thought I would be. The only thing is that to my nose, it definitely smells really synthetic, but I honestly do not care because the scent itself, like the DNA is so good. So I saved the best of the best till last in this haul. I have two fragrances from Xerjoff. So let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna start out with this one. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about these scents. Like, okay, so my first Xerjoff that I got is Dolce Amalfi. Now, this scent, I smelled it when I went to the opening of a new fragrance store in Perth called The Base Note, which is super exciting because in Perth we don't have any access to niche fragrances. So when I went to the launch and I saw what sort of scents they had there and brands, they had Xerjoff, they had Nisane, they had so many. Like, I'm just naming like nothing. They had a lot of fragrances there. Micallef as well was in there. So I got to smell quite a lot of Xerjoffs when I was there, and this fragrance right here, so good and really, really unique to me, like a really unique scent. Oh my god. Addictive, gourmand, but not too sweet, some cinnamon, a little bit of a spicy like kick to it. I'm actually gonna spray it on me. So good. So good. Actually, oh my god, it is really, really a good one, guys. Like, you guys know I love Lyra. This is also incredible, and I also tried this fragrance called Cruz del Sur 2. I'm waiting on it right now. Wow, like that is one of my favorite fragrances that I've tried like ever. It's incredible, and I'm dying to get my hands on it. But this one to me almost smells, now I'm thinking about it, a little bit like it has quince in it, which is kind of a fruit that I don't see a lot in fragrance, and I really love it. It's like a sweet, slightly syrupy, like slightly syrupy with some spice, a lot of kick to it, like a lot of kick to this fragrance, some like kind of cinnamon sort of vibes to it, but it is just fantastic, really addictive. Obviously like Xerjoff Lear is like the vanilla, the cinnamon, all of that sort of thing. This is more of a fruity, a little more sweet, syrupy sort of thing, and it's just fantastic. And I actually find this to be quite a unique gourmand, so love it. For the finale, now I have had so many people comment about this fragrance in my comment section, that is crazy, and I smelled it when I was at the base note actually, and I fell in love with it. Like, it's such an incredible fragrance, and look at the box. And it is Alexandria 2. Now, this one to me is like, whoa, it is really a like masterpiece scent to me. Like, I really love this one a lot, like a lot. Now, how do I explain this? Let me spray it on my other arm. Okay, let's go. Aromatic, like totally in the opening, you just get a burst of lavender. And then it starts to settle down and straight away become quite woody. Like, it does become quite woody straight away. Oh my God, definitely some sandalwood. But like I said, really like a beautiful, sophisticated, aromatic, just gorgeous scent. Very refined, very classy. I think that this would smell incredible on a man in a suit. That's like kind of the vibe that it gives me, like a man in a suit. Although women can definitely wear it, it actually becomes pretty warm as it starts to dry down because of all the woody notes in the fragrance. It's very complex. Like, to me, this is a very complex scent. I see it working as a unisex fragrance, but it definitely leans a little more masculine. And for a guy, I think in like a suit, like you're getting dressed up, you're going to a really either nice restaurant, nice event, you chuck on Alexandria 2, whoa. Like, you guys are gonna hear me talking about this fragrance a lot from now. It's gorgeous. So yeah, Alexandria 2 by Xerjoff. Okay, so that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed my first haul in like such a long time. I feel like I really miss doing hauls. They're so much fun for me and like fun to watch as well, I'm sure. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll list all the fragrances below and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.